What's up, guys? Austin here with another video review, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Prime, First Edition, Arcee. Now, of course, I have the stand here, that way I can show it off later on, but of course, before we take a look at her and the stand, we always take a look at the packaging. Very nice chrome lettering, just like Cliff Jumper's packaging. It says Arcee there, Transformers Prime, 2-in-1 vehicle to robot. Funny. It has the hub logo up here, which with the Cliff Jumper packaging, it never had the hub logo, and of course it had it blocked out there. Oh, I bumped the camera. Well, instead here, this has the hub logo, same as the front. No bios on the packagings, really kind of sad, but you really see a really nice picture of the Autobots here, and it says, "Watch Transformers Prime on TV," and you know, yeah, okay. There's Arcee, and she's just amazing. And then there's Bumblebee, of course, which my brother is hoping to get, and then there's Starscream, which he's hoping to get. And there's the packaging, and it's a level 2, so it's supposed to be hard, and a really nice picture of Arcee there. Really do like that picture. Now that we're going to be taking a look at Arcee, which I'm going to have to get it right now, this is Arcee in her motorcycle mode, and taking a look at the stand, it's nothing spectacular. We're just going to take a real quick look at it. It just says Transformers Prime, no name. There's a Decepticon symbol on the one side and an Autobot symbol on the one side. That's pretty much it with the stand. Nothing too spectacular. But coming to Arcee herself, oh, she is just fantastic. Now, she does have these giant blades kind of hanging off her motorcycle mode, but other than that, she really does look like from the show. And it's just amazing to me. Now, I will be getting the RID version soon. My brother will, so I'll be able to compare those side by side, and you know, after Christmas later on. But if you take the blades off here, you see that she looks a lot better. And of course, she has a kickstand, so you could kind of lean her up like that. But she has a lot of detail on here. There, a lot of detail. Her exhaust pipes are painted, you know, chrome, and knee things painted chrome, and like I like it a lot about Transformers, nothing screams out that it's a Transformer, you know, a robot, maybe except for like this part. Other than that, nothing else. And up here, it's not really painted black, you know, the whole seat, but you can kind of see that, you know, there's some stuff there that should be painted. But in robot mode, it adds to the detail. And there you can see the front, so she does has headlights, but of course repro labels can touch up everything. Don't really highly recommend getting repro labels because she already has enough detail of her own. Hasbro did a really good job. Now, to transform her, what you want to do first is bring her arms out like that. This one's loose for some reason, and I don't know why. So tell me down in the comments if yours is loose, maybe if you have her, I don't know. You will have, before I get on, you will have another chance at getting her. I believe they're coming out right now, so go out and buy yourself an Arcee figure and the Cliff Jumper figure. Which one they do is bring the legs out, and I believe the legs are possibly my favorite part of this. Oh yeah, bring it down, fold that in, then rotate this around. And then the reason why is because, watch this, okay, ready? You split the legs like this, and then the wheels come in half. And it's just so amazing of how they did that. And then what you do is then you angle these up, fold the foot out, and then you kind of bring this down and around, peg it in together, and bring this around, bring the foot out, which I'm trying to get here, bring the foot out, kind of bring this together and around, and then there you have her legs done. And that's pretty much simple, and I really do like the way they do look. Now what you want to do, so you want to bring our arms down and rotate them around, bring our arms down, rotate them around, you know, fold our little fists out. Now what you want to do next is kind of unpeg the front of the motorcycle here. Kind of unpeg those because this is going to be really funny. The headlights, which I know a lot of people call, you know, stuff on girls, you know, those headlights. And the funny thing is her headlights become her little booby plates, and I just think that's so funny. And then what you could do, and the handlebars are kind of a pain in the butt to actually kind of get, but then kind of bring these down, kind of get them out of the way, then rotate this around, and kind of unpeg this, which is going to be kind of a pain in the butt when you first get it, but after you kind of play with her a little bit, it'll be easier. There's a little head, bring her up, peg that back in, kind of angle stuff. Now the instructions say to rotate it and put it down on her back, but then it just kind of sticks out. If you want it to look more cartoon accurate, I kind of leave it like that. Personal preference, whatever you really want. Bring the headlights down. Kind of bring the handlebars forward and then fold this down. Kind of bring these up and about. And then there you have, and you can't really see it that well. Let me see if I can kind of angle back here. There you have Arcee in her robot mode. Now, right off the bat, I highly do say that I do recommend this figure. She is amazing with the detail that she has. I mean, I'll go through the detail right now. I mean, she has the little things here. Same as RID one. But it's just a deeper blue than the RID one is. And my camera isn't even high enough to actually pick up how tall she is. And if you saw my cliff jumper video, there's a size comparison for you. And it's just amazing of what they did. I mean, they got the girl figure correctly. You know, but if they really wanted to get it kind of correctly, they would have made the hips a little wider. That's the way it kind of is in the show. But you know what can you do? It's Hasbro's design. Really nice Autobot symbol up there. Now, articulation points, she got a whole bunch of articulation points. First, the legs, which is my favorite part, personally. And you got a ball joint, and then you got a swivel joint up there as well. And then it bends at the knee, and then nothing at the foot. No pivot, no nothing. Then also you got a ball joint up here, which these kind of hinder the articulation, but you know what? She had those in the show. So it's really kind of accurate. But you got that swivel joint up there, and then you got two bendy, two joints at the elbow, and then her wrists kind of move like that. So you could get some really good poses, and this is my favorite one to kind of do. It's kind of like doing like that, you know, their hand on her hip or something like that. Or sometimes what I like to do is, you know, laying down. I don't know. Your choice. Now, she does have her blades, of course. You can peg them into her arms. There's holes right there. Peg them in, which I'm going to kind of do right now. Gotta peg that one in. Sometimes hard. Until you play with her, it's not that hard, which I have, so it's not that hard. And then you could have her with her blades. Fling, fling. Now she's like a ninja, kind of like. Oh yeah, and her head's also on a ball joint, and then she also has this kind of up and down nodding motion. So yeah, really good poses. Really do highly recommend her. I'm gonna take the blades off here. You can store the blades on her legs like this, because there's another set of holes here. And I'll do that just to kind of show what it looks like on the one leg. I don't really recommend doing that because then it just kind of ruins the whole show accuracy look of her legs. So, go out and pick yourself an Arcee figure up. I don't care if you can pause this video or what. Go to your local Toys R Us. Go to your local Walmart. Actually, I believe they're only at Toys R Us. Go to your local Toys R Us. Pick her up. And I've had her for a while, so yeah. I mean, there's nothing really much I can say. I mean, she just blows me away, and with what Hasbro really did, I mean, she got this silver paint through there, and you know, her face is awesome. I don't know if I have a little flashlight with me right now to actually show it off, but yeah, she has really good light piping in there. And here's a little size comparison. I'm going to put her right next to Cliff Jumper here. And of course, there you see, she's a lot taller, but the RID version, I believe, is about this tall to Cliff. So go out and pick up the RID version too. I mean, go out and pick up both the versions. I recommend picking up both of them. Really. So, and what you want to do to transform her back, rotate her waist around, fold that out, which it looks a little wrong, and kind of flip her booby plates up like that, unpeg her back section here, you know, of her back. Hold on, wait a minute. Sometimes it could be a pain in the butt, guys. There we go. Unpeg that. Fold her head down in. And sometimes that could be a little pain in the butt too. Sometimes, you know, fold it down in the little cavity, then just kind of fold, and her arm is caught on something there. And just kind of fold this up, clip it in, voila. And then to transform the legs, just kind of get everything out of the way here. To transform the legs, what you want to do is kind of unfold these out. Fold the feet in, fold that out. And here, I'll do it a little slower for you. What you want to do, bring this out, bring it up, fold the foot back, and then bring this out. That's how you want to do it. And then all that matters is just kind of lining up the wheels here correctly to peg them in. Sometimes it can be a pain in the butt, sometimes it's easy. There, okay, got the wheels pegged in. Ta-da. Then what you want to do after that is come up around to her arms, rotate them around, Kind of bring them in, you know, kind of tuck them in under, and then kind of come around up here and rotate this around, and then bring the handlebars forward. And it's just kind of bring the booby plates forward. If you cut the handlebars off, and I'm just going to talk as I kind of peg these together. If you cut the handlebars off, yeah, it makes it easier to transformer. But then yet, if you do that, then what it's going to do is kind of make the value of the figure go down, and that normally isn't fun, you know. You want them to be worth a lot. Then what you want to do next, bring her legs in like that. Bring her little hands in, just kind of fold them forward, bring them in, and kind of line up the front there, like that. Then there's going to be a couple of pegs that you got to kind of line up here, which I really hate trying to do. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt. And then, there you have Arcee in her. Oh wait, hold on. You gotta really kind of line up stuff here. You know what? I'm just gonna kind of peg this in. Just say, hey, she's in a robot mode now. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Alright, there, I'll just say. There you have her back in her motorcycle mode. I highly recommend her. Go out, pick her up as soon as you see her in Toys R Us. Yeah, the arms are kind of hard to get. Once you get her, it's going to be a little easier. I've had her for, what, a couple months now, maybe even a whole year. I have no idea. When Transformers Prime first came out, this is the first Prime figure that I ever got. And here I'm going to do something funny here quick before I have to go. Oh yeah, look at that. Cliff Jumper is now riding Arcee. You're too heavy. Shut up and drive. But, yeah. So, I really kind of like what they did with Arcee from, like, back then. G1, she was a warrior. You know, shooting stuff. And then they went to Transformers Animated and made her a teacher and not really a warrior. And then she went to be an intelligence officer. Then they went from that to the movies and Transformers 2, and then they brought her back in as a warrior, which she didn't really last too long, which I was kind of depressed about. And then they brought her back into Transformers Prime here. And what they did is, if you ever watched, you know, where it was telling information about Cliff Jumper, it kind of combined the two things, being an intelligence officer and being a warrior. And I really did kind of like that they kind of just combined everything in, which is really kind of cool. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. Please comment and subscribe. Go pick yourself up an Arcee and, of course, Cliff Jumper as soon as you see the both of them, because they are partners, you know. And she was kind of depressed when I didn't have Cliff Jumper. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. Please comment and subscribe. This has been Austin. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll talk to all you guys later, possibly on my live show later on sometime. So, see you later.